speaking of stealing, let's talk about Chad Johnson. And he says he will steal Cameron's shine in sports media. Then Cameron went, blah. No, you won't, son. So Cameron, who I love as a rapper, Dipset, ow, damn, I love them dude. Oh, I gotta tell you my Cameron story at the end. Make sure I do. I don't know how y'all gonna remind me, but make sure I tell you my Cameron story. All right, so he issued a PSA to all the sports journalists and analysts who are threatened by the success that him and Mace have been having since they launched their show at the top of the year. Can't lie. That show got it going. It is hilarious. Cam is just gonna say whatever. Mace gonna laugh and then just punch you with some funny stuff. They look crazy, they look great, they look just like out of place, but perfectly where they should be. It's just a weird combo, but hilarious. So Ocho Cinco, Chad Johnson, is tweeting at Cam, and he wrote, Cam, you my man, but once I finish fasting and get back in front of the camera, I'm gonna dominate that space. Now, if you don't know Chad Johnson, or even if you do know Chad Johnson, any response is falling into Chad Johnson's trap, but Cameron's certainly gonna blast his way through it. So that prompted a vicious response from Mr. Harlem, who in an Instagram video went in on the former wide receiver. He talked about his mental health issues and his arrest for allegedly headbutting his ex-wife, Evelyn Lozada, while suggesting his fast is a cover for being in rehab. I told you Cam ain't tripping. See, you doing sports media now with a rapper. He done said it all already, right? So it's a whole nother level coming. So he said, first of all, Chad, N-words wanted me to get you, pause, a long time ago. Cam always gonna say pause, and Cam always gonna say the N-word, just letting y'all know. He said, I ain't gonna F with Chad. He going through his little mental shit. Oh man, that's funny. I don't know what it is exactly, but I said I'm gonna leave Chad alone. But you're effing with me, so let me ask you this, Chad. All the NFL analysts, whoever it is, Michael Strahan, ESPN Swagoo, Dan Orlowski, you coming after me? Well, come on, N-word. You talking about you fasting, N. You can fast and get on TV in rehab. I know an N-word who go to rehab and act like they fasting. Then he said, second of all, N, this dude Cameron's silly, y'all. He wanted me to get you a long time ago, Chad. You moving oppie, son. I said, listen, you got to be careful of N-words who be headbutting B-words. God, Cam, I can't even play the video, can't even talk about what you're saying. Damn. He said, because Chad would headbutt a girl in a minute. Oh, man. So Cameron likened him to the R&B star who's incarcerated, R. Kelly, as well. You moving oppie. I ain't gonna read no more because I can't even get through it, but he clowned him even more. Let me tell y'all what's going on right here, which is hilarious to me, because Chad Johnson has yet to respond. I think this is amazing for many reasons, but let me give you this. This is good because Chad Johnson is back. I've been waiting for Chad Johnson to come back because this is just like how he was in his playing days. Remember in his locker, he had all the names of the cornerbacks and he would send them gifts before the game saying, I'm coming. And those guys, some would respond, some wouldn't, but they all got the business, right? And I'm hoping that the business of sports media gets Chad Johnson fully. That dude's a character. That dude is next level. Got to tell you my story real quick. When I met him, I was working out. I was already in the league. He was not. I didn't know who he was. I was working out with my NFL cats. We're at Dorsey High. I pulled up real fancy in a Ferrari. Nobody tripping. I'm from there. So I'm in there, but that made everybody go on notice. Marcellus working out here. I'm working out and I'm looking at our wide receivers, and there was somebody in the infield better than our wide receivers. I was like, who that dude right there looking silly? Had on black tights, that it. Dark as it gets, black tights, that's it. Getting it. So nobody wanted to speak to him because we in the league. We got the reputation. He come speak to us. And I was like, you know me. I'm like, dog, who that? And I went over there and said, what's your name, man? He said, Chad Johnson. I was like, oh, nice meeting you, man. Respect to you. He said, oh, I know who y'all are, big homie, then respect to you too. I'm just trying to get my grind. I think he was at West LA going to Oregon State, somewhere in between. signed off like that, just gave him love. And he said, respect for coming over here and saying what's up means a lot to me. Kept grinding. And I was like, dog, that dude's silly. I don't know who he is, if he gonna make it, but he deserved to be here right now. He better than us right now. And turns out that's Ocho Cinco. Had to get that out. I love the fact that, hey, we having all these civil wars in sports media. Why? Because you're gonna get a better product for it. How? Everyone's gonna sharpen their swords. Chad gonna come in here next level. Guess what? Cam and Mace already on their level. They gonna sharpen up. Let's go. Let's go to war.